All right, man. Talk. You know what it is. Hey, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is the OT show, Torture Talk. You already know what it is. So look, these episodes are gonna come out sporadically. It usually comes out 8, 12, and 6. But you're gonna probably see 2, 3 episodes a day coming out whenever. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. Make sure y'all have your bell notification turned on. If you want to see me, and also too, Torture Talk After Hours. A couple episodes gonna be coming out over there too. So today's episode. Pusha T and Malice dropped the album, which is a classic. I'm just going to say it off the rip. That album is amazing. I've been listening to it the whole time. Every song is great. It's a classic album. If you have not heard "Let God Sort Them Out," please go download that and listen to it. You would. It's very good. It's a good album. It's a good album. I thought that they did their thing on there. So, Jim Jones has seemingly responded to the Pusha T and Malice album or Pusha T, and we're gonna get into that, man. And I'm just gonna give my opinion. Jim Jones, you're not as good as Pusha T, bro, and we're gonna talk about that later. But I just wanted to say that because I had this. It was right there. I had to say it. So, but yeah. So before I get into that, I got to get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work you in your description today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So let's go, man. Night King in the building. Torture Talk OT show. Let's go. All right, this comes courtesy of Urban Politicians TV. You already know what it is. UPTs, stay on your pivot, and all that good stuff. Let's go.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as the Pusha T versus Jim Jones conversation that made its way into the timeline once again. Now, Jim Jones recently been viral on the internet, as he called it, with his algorithm bending, taking shots at Nas. But this time right here, you don't.
Yeah, I don't understand. The algorithm bent around your neck. I'll tell you that much. The algorithm bent around your neck, cause ain't no way in the world you telling me you better than Nas. That was you ethered yourself. Like, for real. Like, you ethered yourself. It's crazy.
Remember, 2023, they had put out a list, and Jim Jones did jump out there first, where they were ranking the top rappers, and I think Pusha T was in the top 50. Jim Jones went on like 3 different platforms and said he disagreed with that. Pusha T didn't really have no influence. He wasn't bringing people out. Nobody was riding around listening to Pusha T. Even went to the Breakfast Club with it as well and was standing on it. Now, we automatically knew this was because of his Drake alliance.
I could never understand why he would make that statement. You're bugging. If you, bro, Pusha T is probably one of the top dope boy rappers ever. Matter of fact, he might be number one. To be honest with you. Like, there's no way in the world you telling me that Pusha T, like, you're bugging. You're bugging. And I know people say, well, that's not what he was saying. He was saying this. That's not what he was saying. It's not. He was saying this, Jimmy. Like, come on, man. Get up out of here.
Because what issues have him and Pusha T had, or Dipset and the Clips had in the past, we like, what? Why is Jim Jones going this crazy with it? Well, a little bit after that, while they was out at a fashion show in Paris for Louis Vuitton, we heard the little snippets of chains and whips, and we could hear that he was talking about Jim Jones. Jim Jones instantly capitalized on the moment, when did it from the Block performance, and took some shots at Pusha T directly on that, and it was pretty cool, man. Jim Jones was popping it on that. We rocked with it. But now, with the album dropping this past week by the Clips, Let God sold them out. They've been doing a promo run for it, and they did a Tiny Desk performance. And I must say, with them doing this Tiny Desk performance, bro, it was dope. It was so quality the way that they did it. It sounded like they was really just listening to the song, but they was actually rapping it live with the band. It went up. Most definitely, we wasn't expecting that. That was real fire. It was pretty much flawless in my opinion. But they did the chains and whips so there, so that got circled around
The thing is, like, I know that you can't react to the Tiny Desk stick striking people. I don't know why. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know why a lot of these platforms strike people. I really don't. They're gonna make money regardless, even if you're saying it. Like, even if you share the revenue, or even if you don't have to. To me, you don't have to strike somebody. You could just you could just copyright it but not share it. That's it. But striking somebody, yeah, that's a bit much.
blogs, different things where they was breaking down lyrics on the Genius. So Jim Jones caught wind of that Tiny Desk performance and went up to his Instagram and said, "I thought we addressed this already. He gonna need a bigger desk because that one was too tiny. This is surgical. I'm not a storyteller. I'm a life liver, and your brother's still a fiend to me, LOL." And he put up that video he did 2 years ago, responding to them right there for what they had said. And if you don't remember them lyrics, Pusha T was like, "You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bees, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery fueling your regression. Jealousy's turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some sign checks I know better than. Be aware of my name. That there's too delicate. You know I know where you're delicate. Crush you to pieces. I'll hum a breath of it. I will close your heaven for the H of it. You think it'll be valor amongst veterans. I'm watching your fame escape your relevance with all in the room, but here's the elephant. You're chasing a feature out of your element. And those lab diamonds under inspection. The question marks block your blessings. There's no tombstones in the desert." Now that was him taking that jab right there. And
That verse is nuts. Y'all, that verse is crazy. Oh my God, bro.
it came off as like, hey, he was trying to prove some loyalty to Drake because of their past issues. Why was he going at Pusha T? Well, when Jim came back, he said, hey, that ish was trash. We gonna let them get a do-over. They got you gas. You must think that you the new Hover. Lil 4.0 nigga, I jumped in the new Rover. Your brother still jump in the bed and tell you move over. These two roach niggas don't know what to do and that you the new Hover. Lil 4.0 nigga, I jumped in the new Rover. Your brother still jump in the bed and tell you move over. These two roach niggas don't know what to.
Yeah, I had it on mute last time. That was funny. I got to give Jimmy that. That was pretty funny. Your brother jump in the bed and like, move over. That was funny.
You must think that you the new Hover. Lil 4.0 nigga, I jumped in the new Rover. Your brother still jump in the bed and tell you move over. These two roach niggas don't know what to do in no raid. Kanye gave you whips, but that's what they do to slaves. The only beef you know, nigga, is Arby's or Big Macs. We don't drive through, we drive by in the car with the Big Mac. The last issue dropped, that issue was gone.
All right. That somebody said that bar before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this verse though, but I don't know. It sounds a little bit dated. But let's keep going.
The only beef you know, nigga, is Arby's or Big Macs. We don't drive through, we drive by in the car with the Big Mac. The last issue dropped, that ish was garbage. Take that ish back. Plus, you got your brother back rapping. What you trying to do, bring the clips back? And Jim Jones was pressing the line like, hey, y'all ain't never sold no dope. You're not really street. He made the reference with the Macs because Pusha T did do that McDonald's jingle back in the game. But, hey, I'm here for it. It's rap. It's conversation talk. Jim Jones recently just jumped out there at Nas, but at least this time he did respond on wax. I'm with that. Now, I'll say this, bro. Pusha T most definitely got to be in the top 50 rappers, just in my personal opinion. Jim Jones knows that as well. He just was jumping out there in that moment. and it was like, where is this coming from? Still to this day, it's like, where is it coming from? And man, I went through that Clips album. It is jamming, bro. They really did their stuff, bro. This was a mean rollout. Most definitely the Tiny Desk performance, like I said, was flawless, bro. That really took a nigga back to growing up jamming the Clips, bro. They took a nigga back to almost, it felt like that vibe when a nigga heard it for the first time in school, bro. Or what? I don't even know what grade I was in. I was young when we heard it when it came out though, but I was like, bro, these niggas hard, and it took a nigga back again. Like, hold on, this that Clips, nigga, it's back for real. So the album got that old vibe to it. They spitting. I had to listen to it a couple times to get into the groove of it and stuff, but they on there popping it. And this right here that made its way back on the internet again. Jim Jones woke up today and said, you know what, let me go and capitalize on it. He threw me that little, let me hit, now his performance is all. I doubt that he comes back with something new. I don't think Jim Jones is gonna do another song responding to him. He just like, hey, they got the album that everybody talking about right now. I did get dissed on that album. Why not capitalize on the moment? This is hip hop. I would expect that from him. This makes way more sense to the stuff he was saying about Nas. And that Change of Whips, that's the one that Kendrick Lamar's on, and he ran that verse. That's the whole reason that they said they had the discrepancies over there with Def Jam and UMG, because they didn't want to clear that Kendrick Lamar song on that verse.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They definitely didn't want to. And I actually got an analysis coming up about that. That's a very deep verse. A lot of people don't understand it, but we're going to get into that. That episode will be coming out probably today, too, or tomorrow. But it's coming, so make sure y'all check that out.
We had already heard the snippet of that 2 years ago, like I said, at the fashion show. But nah, that Clips album is going. And I kind of was peeping that when they first started releasing snippets. When I heard Ace and Trumpets, I was like, okay, it was cool. But then the more and more I heard it, like getting posted on the timeline, the more and more I seen like visuals coming out, it just getting played. I was like, oh nah, this finna go up. Hey, and they didn't let down when I listened to the album. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000.
Shout out to him. He always has great content. Um, yeah, I'll be honest with y'all, and I'm just gonna go off on Jim Jones real quick. Nah, Jim Jones, listen, bro. Listen, bro. I understand you got a lot of confidence in yourself, but you ain't no Pusha T, bro. No, absolutely not. No, you ain't no Nas. You ain't no Pusha T, bro. You ain't nowhere near them, bro. You need a couple of more joints. You hell have no fury. You don't have that, bro. You don't have that, bro. You don't have God willing. You don't have Lord willing. You don't have that. You don't have even the new album like God saw them out. You don't have nothing like that, bro. So I don't understand why you even beefing with Pusha T. I don't see I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Maybe Pusha now you did. I don't know. Maybe I need to look that up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no way, bro. No way. You say some things, but you just say phrases. These dudes say they say movements, bro. It's a big difference, bro. Big difference. But either way, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here, man. Peace. Bye.